Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90 Day Fiancé, fans slam Jennie for complaining too much amid new cafe stress. 90 Day Fiancé, the other way couple, Jennie and Sumit, have finally opened their very own cafe. Following financial troubles and various other societal challenges, the couple appears to be getting along. The fandom has witnessed the couple mature and persevere, overcoming multiple challenges. Just like any other relationship, their bond had to go through rough patches and difficult times. After days of searching and analyzing various factors, Sumit and Jennie finalized their cafe location. However, the first-time cafe owners faced several unpleasant difficulties that come with being new to the business. However, fans are calling out her for her incapability and her complaining behavior. 90 Day Fiancé fandom has witnessed several surprising exchanges following Jennie and Summit's decision to open a cafe. Recently, the couple inaugurated their cafe, and she wasn't having it. He, being a traditional Indian guy, had all the sermons and rituals of an inauguration done according to Hindu traditions and strictly by the book. She stood gobsmacked as her dream cafe got inaugurated with several sprays of cow urine. Addressing Jennie's bewilderment, Sumit explained the religious significance of cow urine in the Indian culture. Furthermore, he demonstrated several Indian rituals that involve the use of cow urine. However, his explanation was a little insufficient for his wife. Moreover, she noted that throwing cow urine while someone is cooking wouldn't be something that Americans would ever do in their lives. Troubles aren't new for 90 Day Fiancé, the other way couple, Jennie and Sumit. From his clannish relatives ostracizing her to tumultuous financial challenges, the couple has seemingly seen it all. However, more difficulties arise when the couple struggles to keep their new cafe afloat amid facing new cafe owner stress. The pair might not have fully prepared themselves before owning a cafe. The show often shows the two struggling over the daily activities of the cafe. Furthermore, they have failed to attend to customers on various occasions. Despite learning and growing together, the couple frequently experienced clashes. Each blamed the other. The fandom has been criticizing the pair for their service at the cafe. One such fan bashed Jennie for complaining too much and being incapable. "How are you gonna stand in the middle of the cafe for the promotion night, complain about not making money while not lifting a finger?" the OP wrote. "Complaining about it's too much, Jennie, cut it out," OP continued. Following the post, several fans chimed in, berating their SHT service. "She brought this upon herself. She has the power to change her circumstances and prefers to be miserable," one wrote. "She's so disrespectful, lazy AF," said another. However, various other fans have also slammed Sumit and his stereotypical Indian family. "The hag was totally in the wrong. Their marriage is none of her business," one addressed Summit's aunt. "They are using her. She is the one funding this operation," one comment read. For more such latest Jennie and Summit's updates. Jennie Slatin once dreamed of sipping chai on a breezy terrace in India, living out her happily ever after with Sumit Singh. But as any long-time 90 Day Fiancé viewer knows, fairy tales on this franchise come with fine print, unpredictable in-laws, cultural clashes, financial growing pains, and fans who will roast you the minute you open your mouth. And right now, many believe Jennie is opening her mouth a little too often. The latest round of criticism ignited when scenes from the couple's newly launched cafe aired. What was marketed as a fresh start for Jennie and Sumit quickly became a narrative minefield. Instead of basking in entrepreneurial triumph, viewers saw Jennie overwhelmed, frazzled, and vocal about every stressor. And fans, who have watched her journey for years, appear to have reached their breaking point. The cafe was supposed to be their shared dream. A chance for Summit to finally stand on his own apart from his parents' household expectations, and for Jenny to contribute without being dismissed as the foreign outsider. The soft pastel sign they painted together symbolized unity. The grand opening filled with curious customers, the smell of fresh paradats, and a few nosy neighbors posed a perfect reality TV montage. But behind the scenes, tension brewed faster than a pot of strong masala tea. Viewers watched Jenny navigate her first breakfast rush, juggling orders like hot coals while Summit chatted with customers he'd known his whole life. The dynamic felt uneven. Summit thrived in his element, radiating excitement and family-pleasing enthusiasm, while Jenny seemed to shrink under the chaos, her eyes darting anxiously between the stove, the tables, and the camera crew. It didn't take long for her commentary to reflect her state of mind. "I didn't sign up for this level of pressure," she muttered in one confessional. "I thought we were going to run a small, simple place. Not this." Across social media, the response was swift. Some defended her, calling the situation overwhelming for anyone, especially someone adjusting to a drastically different culture, age group, and pace of life. But others were harsher, pointing out that Jenny knew exactly what she was marrying into and should try harder to adapt. "She complains every episode," one viewer wrote on a fan thread. "If it's not the parents, it's the money. If it's not the money, it's the house. Now it's the cafe. She needs to stop whining and start helping." Another comment read, "Summit is finally stepping up, and Jenny is acting like she's being dragged into free labor. This should be a team effort." For her critics, the cafe storyline is simply the latest example of a pattern they believe has been simmering since her arrival in India, Jenny feeling the weight of every challenge while Summit tries to bridge worlds. But is that assessment fair? The truth is, Jenny has always been a stranger in a strange land, one who left everything familiar to follow her heart. She abandoned her California comfort zone, longtime friends, and the rhythms of her American life to embrace an entirely new environment rooted in deep traditions and family obligations. And while viewers often treat her relationship with Summit like entertainment, the stakes for her are real and deeply personal. Yet even with that compassion, the new cafe storyline exposes the fragility of their balance. Jenny had hoped the business would give the couple more independence, but what she actually inherited was another wave of Singh family expectations. With Summit's parents still skeptical of her, extended relatives dropping in unannounced, and neighbors whispering about the foreign wife working behind the counter, the cafe has become another arena where Jenny feels scrutinized. Fans noticed that during one episode, when a customer complained about slow service, Jenny's face flushed with embarrassment and frustration. Instead of powering through, she retreated to the kitchen, venting to producers. "I can't be perfect for everyone," she said. "I'm trying my best. Why doesn't anyone see that?" But the camera lens doesn't always capture trying, it captures reactions. And reactions, especially frustrated ones, become fuel for audience judgment. Some viewers have pointed out that Summit seems genuinely committed to the cafe, while Jenny appears to be counting down the minutes until she can escape home. When Summit talked excitedly about expanding the menu or adding special events to attract more customers, Jenny visibly recoiled. Her body language, arms crossed, lips pursed, became its own subplot. At one point, she told him, "I thought we were going to retire, Summit. Not start a whole business that's going to eat up every day of our lives." That line struck a nerve with fans. Many argued that Jenny has long expected a quiet, peaceful life, while Summit's reality has always been tied to family responsibilities, cultural duties, and the need to build financial stability. Now that he's making a genuine effort to grow something of his own, they feel Jenny should support him more wholeheartedly. Still, others countered that Summit has repeatedly shifted the goalposts throughout their relationship. First it was the secret marriage. Then navigating family rejection. Then staying in his parents' home. Now, a bustling business venture that wasn't exactly part of their original shared vision. Is Jenny allowed to be overwhelmed? Absolutely, her supporters argue. But reality TV rarely rewards nuance. The fan backlash doesn't seem to be slowing down, especially as the cafe storyline continues to unfold. Comment sections are filled with viewers labeling Jenny as negative, ungrateful, or resistant to change. But those who empathize point out that the stress is layered: cultural adjustment, late-in-life reinvention, physical fatigue, and lingering emotional exhaustion from years of pushback from Summit's family. The real issue is that the cafe symbolizes more than just a business. It represents a crossroads for the couple. For Summit, it's autonomy and adulthood. For Jenny, it's yet another reminder that her dream of retirement may never become reality. And that tension is exactly why viewers can't stop watching. The coming episodes will likely intensify the pressure. More customers. More chaos. More seeing relatives. And if Jenny's patience continues to fray on camera, fan criticism will almost certainly grow louder. But perhaps this storyline is less about complaining and more about two vastly different life paths colliding under one roof. Jenny may be voicing every fear and frustration aloud, but that doesn't make her unsympathetic. It makes her human. And in the unpredictable universe of 90 Day Fiancé, humanity flawed, tired, overwhelmed is what keeps fans tuning in week after week. Whether viewers cheer her on or criticize her, one thing is certain: this cafe is going to test Jenny and Summit in ways neither expected. And fans, for better or worse, will have plenty to say about every episode that follows.